Hey, folks.
Hey,
welcome. Says, doesn't say anything.
Doesn't say anything, which is pretty typical.
Those are
around
pretty
here.
cool, though, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are.
Because we're gonna go to a system where we record the sound separately than in the camera, and then have to match it.
Oh, that'll
post,
be fun.
In post, as they
And
call
you'll
it.
end up going, we'll get yeah, sure.
It couldn't hurt you.
Put it back. Yeah, we can play it backwards.
Hey, welcome to the October version of the Vintner Series for 2013, and closing the year with some incredible wines. In fact, I looked on the system today, and I realized I'm almost done. I'm actually done for the wines for December, and so we're already into 2013, 2014, and bringing some wines in from. We got one coming from Chile, one coming from Argentina. Actually, we got some wine in Napa right now, which came from Argentina. So it's aging in Napa. It'll be bottled and be delivered to us for January shipment. It's really, really good Cabernet.
I hope so.
But I'm interested to know how they get a wine into a tank, put on a boat, drive the tank to Long Beach or Oakland, take it to Napa, barrel age it,
Yeah,
and still get it to us at a price where we can sell it for what we do.
somebody's losing money.
You're stumped.
I can't answer that question.
I stumped you, didn't I?
Yeah.
All right, okay. We're going to start with the Pig and Poke. Our good friends at Pig and Poke, they keep coming up with these interesting wines, and this is one of them. This is a Monterey. It says, Monterey County Pinot Noir, which I think is a great place for Monterey.
Absolutely phenomenal place for
And this
Pinot
is-
Noir.
This is unfiltered, unfined. So it's not gonna be exactly translucent, but it's gonna be.
Nice, dense Pinot Noir character. This isn't the fluffy little, nice, sweet, light Pinot Noir. This has got a little more sock to it, a little more guts to it.
Wouldn't that come from the unfiltering and unfinding?
That's part of it. It'll also come from the cooler climate. The grapes hang on the vine longer, and the skins get a little bit thicker, and that's really important if you want color from Pinot Noir, because the skins are naturally very thin, and that's where all red wines get their color from, is by coming in contact with the skin. And this has just the right amount too. I mean,
It's
it's
got
not
so many
overdone.
flavors in it.
Yeah,
I'm having
really
trouble
is.
describing it because in the mid palate, you're right. It goes pow, right? Mm-hmm. Beginning's all right, finishes nice and long, but that middle palate just explodes on it.
That's a professional term, by the way. Don't go around using it unless you know what you're talking about.
What, pow?
Pow. Yeah.
Well, it could have said wow, but I went with
Kind of what we're doing here.
Wanna
It's a
taste
little
this
powwow.
again? I got that strawberry. I got a little clove in there.
Yeah,
It's
no,
definitely
I mean,
a
well,
spice
that's-
component.
But that's what Pinot Noir. I mean, that's why people go crazy over Pinot Noir, because it has all these different components in it, And at $25.99, that's a really good price for a good Pinot Noir these days. At $12.99, it is unbelievable.
What can I say? What can I say?
I don't know.
No, this is 94 for me. I like it.
Oh, I wanted to give it a 94.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ed.
No, we're not. Okay.
Really good.
Now,
Love the label too.
we go to my favorite country for wine, Germany. The Luschen Bockstanz Riesling.
Okay, so figure this out. All these we did 2 Rieslings last month, was it? We did the Klosters, which were both great.
Oh God, those were good.
And then all of a sudden there's Riesling. You brought me a Riesling today to taste from Washington, and here's a German Riesling from a cabinet no less. I mean, that's unbelievable. And all
Well,
of a sudden,
not unbelievable. The wines have always been great. I mean,
Well,
Riesling
that's
is a
true.
great, great grape. The beauty is people are finally discovering Riesling.
And the nose is so complex in that. I get apricots. I get that little, I know you don't like the term kerosene, but you get sort of that oily character. I love this. Love this nose.
God, is that good? That is just delicious. I mean, you can spend a lot of money for German Rieslings.
I mean,
And you'd spend a lot of money for this one, actually, because this is a big deal. I mean, it's a cabinet. It's a very fine producer. It's a $20 bottle of wine on the shelf, and for $11.99, honestly, it's a joke price.
It's
ridiculous.
off dry.
Yeah, I mean, it's not totally dry, but the
Vine-
acidity is so big that you can't. It's gonna stick with
In
you.
the Mosel, I get apricot, stone fruit.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
I wonder if the soil's like. I'm assuming you get a sort of a stone character.
I'm doing a 98. This is one of my favorite wines of the year.
I'm gonna go 97 just to be different, but that is really a spectacular white wine.
I'm getting I'm taking some of this home. I'm gonna have this tonight.
What are you gonna serve that with?
I'm just gonna drink it. I mean, really. The fact is, what is this? 9% sugar, 10% residual sugar. So it's about 20% less than almost any other wine around. And, you know, and you can drink more of it and you're happy.
Okay, this is so fun.
Oh,
Okay, so the last time we did a Romanian wine, I had just started with my dad, and he was doing that Premiat
yeah.
Sauvignon Blanc for $2.50 a bottle. Okay, and in comes, you know, we've seen a lot of wines from that part of the world lately. In fact, my father-in-law brought me yesterday an Armenian Muscat, which won the gold medal in a French Muscat tasting.
That's not hard to believe.
This, of course, it's a French that own the winery now, but he wants me to bring it into America. And on the label it says Armenia. I'm like, Dad, I can't sell it. It's just not going to sell. But here's a Romanian red with an indigenous Romanian grape, and I just flipped over it. I think this is so fun.
Feteasca Neagra.
Since we don't get, it's not Cabernet. You can't compare it. Really, it's not fair to compare the wines. You just have to take it for what it is. And it's just, the nose is loaded with fruit.
It's certainly the best Feteasca Neagra I've ever tasted.
Isn't that just fun to drink?
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of a Zinfandel that got into an argument with some Carignan. You know,
I was just going to say Zin when you said that, but there's some other component in there that's sending it in a different direction, so you can't compare it. Just like there's this grape from Armenia called Areni, which everybody thinks is the world is ready for. The Armenians think it's kind of you start with Syrah, you end up with some other varietal, but this is just so unique. I loved it. And so if you can't find
this is a big wine. You know, it's starting to open up now. Now the nose is really, really something.
We have nothing to tell you about the grape because there's so little about it. And I don't really know the equivalent, but there's a spice component toward the end of the mid palate. It's got a nice long finish that's drying.
Well, it's got some really nice spice in there. And some nice berries. I just don't know what kind.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I don't know if it's blueberry or blackberry or strawberry. But
I'm giving this a 95. I think it's really good. If it's $21.99, probably in some Romanian restaurant or something, and for $11.99, you're not going to find this kind of character. You just don't find it.
And I'd like to put this in one of those blind tastings to the wine geeks and see what they say.
Mm-hmm. One of those wine lunches where you're supposed to bring a brown bag.
Well, they're usually a theme.
And everybody guesses, oh, well, yeah, well, yeah.
Everybody looks like a fool, you know.
Totally.
No matter who you are or what you are, you're going to look like a fool.
Turley. Somebody brought, guess they brought me, I'm not supposed to say, but somebody brought me some shiners of Turley cabs.
Oh, did they even make cab?
Yeah. They have an 07 and an 09.
Wow.
They were really good. So I'm waiting for a price.
Okay, this is another one of those really stupid labels, NXNW. Now, what does that stand for? It stands for North by Northwest.
Hand-picked, whole cluster pressed, slow fermentation. You know what? But that nose reminds me of. Tell me this doesn't have a French, completely French, like a verbose Chablis or something. Not, it's not as feminine as a Chablis would be, but it's got that French character to it.
Yeah, it really does.
And the funny thing was, I wrote the purchase order to buy this wine, and they sent back. They go, no, you tasted the 2012. I said, not. I said, it's a 2011, and that's what they sent us. And so I said, I'm keeping it, because the 2012 I don't like at all.
Really? That's surprising.
This one I really liked.
This is delicious wine. This really does. You're absolutely right. It does have a French character, but not Chablis, and certainly, but it could be, Puy Frisé or Macron.
Like an aggressive version of that. Because those are much more feminine or softer wines. This is a pretty verbose Chardonnay, but it's got a wonderful nose.
It's got some hands-off properties in it. It's not totally overdone. It's not a lot of wood, and it's got some really nice little kind of peach
the nose is great.
Flavors and nose.
I'm getting like a loquat sort of character in there. Even a little mango, maybe. I don't know. It's really good though.
And citrus.
$18.99 on the shelf, $11.99 for more. Now, we didn't say this in the earlier video, but all the Classic Series wines there were no screw caps.
That's right.
And this one, two of the four are screw caps, and I'm still getting reluctance from people saying, "Well, so many screw caps." It's like I can't help it because we get so many samples now with screw caps.
Everything should be in a screw cap. If you don't like it, stop drinking. because you get so many bad wines. You know, I mean, we tasted a.
I had two yesterday.
I went to a birthday party. The guy supplied all the wines out of his cellar. Unbelievable wines. I mean, you know, $100, hundreds of dollars worth of wine per bottle. All right. Beautiful 2009 Volnay Court.
Yeah,
Down the drain.
done.
You know.
So I agree.
All right. I'm doing a 94.
5.
6. Okay, that's it. Vintner Series 2013 Wine of the Month Club. In case you thought different.